Let's make sure we're good. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, Twitch, show me that you're working so I can get started here. Looks good. Does it sound good?
Looks good.
It does indeed. So hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon, here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we're continuing Lostbelt number 7. Well, let me just clickety-doo-dah, clickety-day, click through some notifications. Hooray! Claim login bonuses to get more Ashes of Remembrance, because those are still one of the things we need the most. Claim a little bit more there. What is my quartz count? I don't recall. I still have not run into Nito Burrito Altar, so I do not know if I wish to roll for the Nito Burrito Altar. But she is on the radar. King Protea Altar, though. She is a bit more of a highly desirable roll target. But that is all for the future. For the present, we are continuing on with Section 5. Excuse me. Now, I will say, I have been having some technical difficulties lately when it comes to the software I'm using and it blacking out whenever I start some sections. It's something exclusive to this, because it happened last night when I tried. I just backed out to the terminal, and it blacked out the screen. So it is something specific to LB7 itself that is blacking out my screen. I do not know what exactly it is, but I figured I'd show that as an example. It must be something with the latest software update, is my best guess for FGO. That's the only reason I can think of. It's something to do... Actually, I think I've got a better idea of what it is. It might be the fact that this is some weird multi-layered thing, because, I mean, again... Oh, you can... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Because, again... I mean, look at this. It's a multi-layered map that I imagine we can go through all of them. And exiting out of it doesn't seem to agree too well with the software I'm using. So, I think it's fine for no battle nodes. We'll find out here first, though, with Life in Chichen Itza Part 1 in Section 5 of LB7. Without further ado, let us begin. And yeah, okay, so it's only for battles or leaving into more complicated screens that it seems to mess up. Good to know. Good to know. The sun's shining. I slept great. I did actually sleep pretty good last night. Your brainwaves are back to their usual amplitude, so I guess he reduces their output at night. Good morning, Senpai. It was so nice to having individual rooms last night, wasn't it? Well, Mash, you know, you could have bunked with me. And good morning to you too, you old Marie. I see you still like to get up early, just like, Good day. Oh wait, my mistake, it should be good morning, shouldn't it? I'm glad to see you slept well. Give me a moment and I'll fetch some corn for breakfast. Honestly, I don't like corn, so... Morning. I slept great. It's so nice being in a safe city for once. I didn't know you could sleep too, Marine. I usually stay dormant in my spirit form to conserve energy, but you don't have a spirit form, right? Nope, we Marines might be Captain Nemo clones, but we're not actually heroic spirits. If we enter our spirit forms too far away from the storm border, we won't be able to materialize again. The only reason I can be here as an individual now is because of the power being supplied by Chaldean Trismegistius II. The storm border keeps us stocked up on magical energy too. That's why the Nemo series can work so hard. So being able to sleep as well as we did last night is a big help. It lets me reduce my magical energy consumption and even recovers a little. I had no idea of that, honestly, well and truly. Well, of course you wouldn't know. If we were still on the border, it's not like Captain ever explained. I may not be able to use my spirit form, but there are plenty of upsides to this. I think I just realized. Nemo Marine is the child that we will lose in this Lostbelt that will push us to on to truly cleanse it from this place. Not in vengeance, but, well, maybe a little bit in vengeance. I don't know. Like, no matter how injured I get, once I get back to the Nautilus, I can switch out with another Marine while I go heal until I'm back to my old self. There are always 12 active Marines, but there are a total of 24 of us. Strength in numbers! Alright, there's only 19 of us now. We lost 4 in Atlantis and 1 in Britain. Is that right? I honestly didn't realize that some Marines were lost. Please be seated. Apologies, old habits die hard. I'm so accustomed to giving mass, one of the drawbacks of being a pseudo-servant. Anyway, I know it's early, but I was hoping we could get this morning's universal meeting started. I trust you don't object, young miss. I'll allow it. I've already got the materials ready to go for the meeting. What materials? Why do we need materials? That's the old Marie I remember. Let's hope she doesn't break out slideshows. Because that is what put us to sleep in the first place. Oh, I see you've remembered one of your abilities. How wonderful. Now then, according to this footage, the only route into the throne room is the staircase leading up to the altar. And since it is always patrolled by Dino soldiers, it is not an option for us. Furthermore, the President has been closely observing the King of Dinosaurs' private quarters, the building that looks like a summer home. I see none of those in these images. But as far as she's been able to tell, there is no one there at the moment. So even if we were to force our way into the temple, it seems unlikely we would have a chance to meet with the king. Does this mean they're ramping up security even more than we expected? Against a possible Aklama attack, you mean? I'm afraid we'd have to ask the dinos about that. All we can say for certain right now is that it will be difficult to make contact with the King of Dinosaurs via normal means. Which is where this comes in. Excuse me. An arena. Tell me, Soul, what does this place look like to you? An arena. Arena. That's what it looks like to me, too. It reminds me of the Colosseum in Rome. That's a Kokta shrine. Kokta is a ritual we dinos perform to honor the sun. I just realized he has a giant ear of corn under his arm. That is funny. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I didn't. It's one of the few, no, the only form of entertainment we have. What about it? Last night I boosted my sensory abilities and started scanning the thoughts of dinos all around the city. Their baseline color is green, the pivotal color in your world. Never mind that, though. The point is that this is the subject in which their thoughts were most varied. The next Kokta match is happening tomorrow morning. I can't wait. I wonder which team's gonna win. The winning team will receive personal congratulations from the king and the blessings straight from Kukulakan. Well, doesn't it sound like we get to meet this king of dinosaurs if we took part in this ritual? Yeah, it does. So this is our way in. All right. Plan set. Well, of course, it's my job to listen to Earthlings' voices. So what is Kokta, anyway? That, I don't know. Your Earthling rituals are still mysterious to me. Kokta involves using any part of your body besides your hands to secure goals by sending a ball about this big into a net about this big. It's a very challenging ritual. I doubt proper human history has anything like it. It's surely basketball, isn't it? I used to want to be a Kokta player myself when I was a young dinos. It took me far too long to give it up than it probably should have. Ha ha ha. Tepeyu, that sounds like... Oh, it's soccer. Say what? It's soccer. let's go over our plan one more time. Our goal is to win the Kokta tournament, meet with the King of Dinosaurs, and gain permission to cross the plains. Yes. To do that, we're going to need to befriend a strong Kokta player and convince them to let us join their team. Do we all understand the plan? Yep. Pretty self-explanatory to me. We have to play and win. Yeah, it's not enough to participate. If we want to see the king, then we've got to win the whole thing. That's why befriending a strong Kokta player is part of the plan, Marine. If I'm not mistaken, sports were a major ceremony in Mayan civilization as well. Apparently a warrior was not considered worthy unless they could best their opponents in sports as well as combat. Makes sense. Tell us, Tepu, how many players are there on a Dino's Kokta team? Our match is played 2-on-2, 4-on-4. Why would we hold an important ceremony with so few players? It's 11-on-11, just as you'd expect. Trying to think, does that match up with memories of soccer? I feel like that's a bit more than normal soccer matches would be, but sure, why not? I'm sorry, but could we just abandon the pretense here and start calling it soccer already? That would be appreciative. Honest to goodness, that would be appreciative. I understand how you feel, Mash. I even agree with you. Nonetheless, with teams of that size, it's entirely possible that some teams lack the necessary number of players to compete. Fortunately, that may well give us just the opportunity needed to form a team. So I guess now we gotta go out into the city and look for Kokta players. Let's see, the ritual's tomorrow, so we only have today. Luckily, I'm pretty sure days in Mictlan are twice as long as ours, so we ought to be okay as long as we hustle. Well, I mean, even if the days are twice as long as our own, we still are physically capable of being exhausted. So, I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Just saying. Just saying. Good point. We should get going. Father Kotomene, would you disguise us as dinos again? Of course. I've even spent the last day refining my disguise sacrament. Last time we all wholly looked like dinos. But this time I've made it so it will only look like dinos to other dinos. Sounds like a good plan. Really? So neither Soul nor Mash will look like dinos to me. Correct. That goes for me as well, of course. Well, young miss, do you think you'll be able to accompany us now despite your dislike of dinos? Okay, I'm willing to compromise. What's more, you and I are going to have a competition of our own. Mash, Soul. Okay, you're on. Don't know what it is, but you're on. Senpai. Looks like I don't have to say anything more. Exactly what I'd expect from Caldea's master, though I don't really know why. There's nothing to be surprised about, Mash. Of course, finding the winning team is a competition in itself. I'm going to try to ensure the team I choose wins the whole ritual. You and Soul are going to do the same with the team you choose. And as long as one of us wins, we'll still get an audience with the King of Dinos, so if anything, this only increases the chances of our plan succeeding. I mean, that's fair. Now I see. There's a total of 8 teams taking part in this ritual. So the more teams we can infiltrate, the greater our odds of being granted an audience. I think this idea of splitting up and searching for different teams to join is a very good one. Very well then. Soul and Mash will be one team, Young Miss and myself another, and Tepu and Marine a third. Got it. I play with soccer with the other Marines all the time, so I'll make sure I'll find a good one. Good team. Yeah. Let's meet back here when the sun reaches the 4th stratum. It'll be best if we stay abreast of one another's progress. Okay, let's find ourselves a winning team. Okay, that was a fairly easy one. Now comes the kicker. So this is a battle node. We've had troubles with the battle nodes. Is this going to black it out? Yes, it does. Okay. So it is specifically going into battle nodes that it does not seem to like. It's weird, but is what it is. That should be fine. It's a little off kilter, but easy enough fix. Of course, it's not flipped properly. There we go. I still need to change. I need to update my stream stuff. Another blistering day. Blithering. I hope the jungle birds are okay. Especially since the native creatures of the wetlands can't convert energy like we can. Wow, that's kind of sad. They really are the apex species of this planet, aren't they? If the heat is bad for next week or so, I'm concerned they might dry up and wither away. That'd be sad. Don't dry up and wither away, birdies. Don't do it. Hey, it's not all bad. The brighter the sunlight, the bigger the corn stalks. So selfish, mild-mannered Dino. Think of someone other than yourself. And the fact that the sun's so close means Kukulon's nearby, too. Maybe they'll even appear to us, like I heard they did for Priest Vukub. Vukub. Yeah, Vukub sounds best, I think. Well, let's not talk about Vukub. I'm still pissed about all the dinos his choices have killed. Oh. Right now, I just want to forget everything except the Kokta ritual. I hope it turns out vivid and beautiful. Also, I don't know where I was. I was about to say something, but I can't remember. But, oh yeah, soccer. You know, it's kind of a little stereotypical soccer. South American Lostbelt. It's a little stereotypical there, game. Little stereotypical, but it's fine. Kokta's been better than ever since the crypto showed up. There's been fewer casualties, too. That's weird. I wonder why that's the case. Anyway, it's really hot today. I hope the priests are interpreting Kukulon's feelings correctly. I should probably look up the proper pronunciation there, just to be certain. I guess it makes sense the main street would get busy during the day. These dinos are really big. We'd better make sure none of them step on us by mistake. Hey, there are some small dinos out here too, and I don't think they're kids or anything. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of different dinosaur species, right? I don't know anything about them, Soul. They were around in the Mesozoic era. I know some dino species names because of the, I can't remember the name of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype that was, like, mecha dinosaurs. Now I'm gonna have to, now I'm gonna want to look it up. I could give you some information if you like. I'm gonna look it up as soon as we get into the battle that is in this node. Come on, Soul, let's hear what she has to say. Dinosaurs lived during Earth's Mesozoic era. In 1959, a herder named Victonio Herrera discovered a new species of dinosaur fossil from the Mesozoic era's Triassic period. They called it Herrerasaurus, and in 1986, when they found more skeletons of that species, they became the oldest known dinosaur fossil at 228 million years old. This discovery proved to be a turning point in the field of paleontology as more people began studying ancient life with renewed interest and fervor. After years of research, they discovered that the supercontinent of Pangaea began to be significantly break apart 50 million years after the Herrerasaurus' time during the Jurassic period. And that the dinosaurs that lived on now separate continents had evolved significantly to adapt to their new environments. Among these evolutions, the most notable were probably the gigantification of certain species. This period is when dinosaurs like the Apatosaurus first appeared, as well as the Trillianorm's 30-meter-tall Supersaurus. 55 million years later, during the Cretaceous period, dinosaurs were unchallenged in their position at the top of the food chain. The Tyrannosaurus rex, perhaps more commonly known as the T-Rex, is without a doubt the best-known dinosaur of all. It's arguably the superstar of the prehistoric world. I do hope that Mash hand drew that, because that's adorable. Simply adorable, Mash. The Triceratops, the most famous ceratospian, the motherly Maiasaura, the long-necked Diplodocus, a sauropod, the adorable Parasaurolophus with its distinctive crest. For airborne species, we have the famous Pterodon and the Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying dinosaur ever discovered. For aquatic life, we have the Mosasaurus and the Kronosaurus, a species somewhat similar to crocodiles that was one of the deadliest predators of the time. And that's just a small sample of the many species of dinosaurs who lived on the Earth in the Cretaceous period. But the dinosaurs' reign ended along with the Cretaceous period in one of the Big Five extinction events. It was the fifth of those that wiped out the dinosaurs, along with most life on Earth at the time. You mean the meteor? Yes, the 5 mass extinction events, or Big Five, that took place on Earth in the past include major changes in sea level, fluctuations in the Earth's crust, meteorite collision, and a global ice age. The event that wiped out dinosaurs is believed the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event, in which a large meteorite collided with Earth and caused a heat wave that spread across the entire planet. Dinosaurs disappeared from Earth after that, or mammalian ancestors appeared shortly after. And now, approximately 60 million years later, we have modern-day humans. So, even though humans and dinosaurs lived on the same planet, we could be said to be from different worlds. Our environments were much too different to ever coexist. Wait, are you telling me the Flintstones never actually happened? Gasp! But the Flintstones! The Flintstones! I'm so happy to have had a chance to meet dinosaurs like Nahui in this Lostbelt. You've been pretty taken with him, huh, Mash? Do I have some competition I need to eliminate? Taken? I don't think I'd say that. He's just very, very smart, and I always end up leaning on his expertise. Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye out, though. I'm keeping an eye out on your interactions here. Make sure nothing fishy is going on. Gotcha, so these dinosaur things were our predecessors, but by a really long time. So, Mash, let me ask you something. Which dinosaur was the most dangerous? Raptors. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the strongest. I mean the wildest, cleverest, most deviously tenacious. I know that dinos aren't completely equivalent to proper human history's dinosaurs. But even so, it'd be good to know in advance what the worst kind we could meet is, right? Then I'd have to go with the Deinonychus. Deinonychus aren't very big, but they're very intelligent and vicious, possess sharp talons, travel in packs, and there is evidence of them having hunted and eaten dinosaurs much larger than themselves. There are even famous scary dinosaur movies with velociraptors, whose appearance in the movies was based on the Deinonychus. So yeah, raptors. Fortunately, there aren't any dinos in this Lostbelt which are connected to the Deinonychus. But if there were, I have no doubt they'd be the mafia of the dinosaur world. You're like a walking encyclopedia, Mash. Oh, no, I'm sorry I rambled on for so long. Let's get back to the subject at hand, Master. Nahui was actually kind enough to give me a tip about where to find a member of the well-known Kokta team. He said he should be in training at the Kokta Shrine in preparation for tomorrow's ritual. He also said anyone can visit the shrine on weekdays. Let's go check it out now. So we're going to be playing soccer against dinosaurs. That's going to be something. Feel like I'm visiting a park on a holiday. Yes, I see a number of Kokta players are warming up here. All the dinos are so kind and mellow. I bet even the most intense Kokta rivalries they have are marked by warmth and mutual respect. So they're all friendly and polite and stuff. Sounds like great sportsmanship. So, which is the team Tepeyu told you about? Is it the one with the T-Rexes landing header after header over there in the back? Let's see, he said they're called Team Death Rolling, and they'd be practicing on the east side's second red platform. Death Roll, huh? Dino Mist! That's the name. I looked it up preemptively. Hey there, bro. Always happy to meet a fan. Up. Thanks for coming. We are the unfailingly chivalrous Deinonychus Brothers 11. Deinonychus. There it is. Mash, you were wrong. You were wrong, Mash. Please don't kill me. I only count 3 of you. Absolutely flabbergasted. A little bit. You know, I agree there. I agree. A little bit flabbergasted there I am. Just a little bit, though. Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you, dude and dudette. We haven't seen you around here before, but there's nothing wrong with that. Welcome to the home of Team Death Rolling astonishing 7-time consecutive winners of the Mazatl Tlahuntili, aka the Deer Cup. Why couldn't you have just led with that? Woohoo, I still can't believe we still have fans. Reminds me of our glory days. It says new members of the Dynamist archetype in this. I'm going to go slowly and look. Sorry, I looked at Dynamist because I did play them back in the day, and apparently they got a new support. So you just here to watch, or maybe cheer for us? I know it's set up, but we could grab a bite to eat if you want. Just say the word and we'll have all the fresh corn, green beans, and even forbidden cacao beans you could ever want. Forbidden cacao beans. I thought they could only digest corn. Ah, it's a Dynamite Payload the Draco Slayer. You're speechless. We're actually happening to join your team. Wait, hold up, brothers. I think these might be Master Tepeyu's friends. They sure smell like him. Sorry, I was yawning. Maybe he somehow knew the trouble we were in and sent some folks to help us. Gotta be, but we still have our pride. We're the 7-time champs. We can't accept Master Tepeyu's help like that. Not even if we lost 200 rituals since he left. Oh, that's kind of sad. Alright, rookies, on the field. We're gonna see how good you can move. With our own 2 legs. Let's do this, bros. Oh, Mash. Happy cat. Stop being so surprised. Alright, so Mash and Habitat are probably required here. We can summon, we're going to bring a Cass. Yeah. Part of the on. Mash with Sumo. No, I want the support Habby. Sorry, my Habby, you're not NP high enough. Then we'll go with the other 2 that have been summoned, quote-unquote, thus far by me. Me in person, not me in character. And that's going to be Mash and... let's go Lip. Also, I just saw that I have a Medusa. I should probably take care of that. Actually, Lip gets that. Melt gets the scope. Okay. Let's roll. I don't see any other Dynamist cards, sadly. That's a shame. So only that one new Dynamist card, and it's not even a proper Dynamist. That's sad. Teller. Flash MF. That's a lot of enemies. Buster Blast. Teller Knights. You guys got anything new recently? That's not new. Can you guys stop buffing yourselves up? Flash MF, that does something. Which one is it? This one. Buff all allies and retreat after. Okay, so that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be. Okay, now I get it. I was more looking at the Teller Knights than anything else. I guess survival could also be all we really need to do. Especially since we're not getting a lot of buffs. Or rather, a lot of good, turns. I don't see anything new in their main line. There's gonna be a super buff one that comes out last, isn't there? No, they're just cycling. They're cycling now. Okay. Shoot. Then do this as well as that. And melt will melt away the invincibility, hopefully. Please actually melt the invincibility away, otherwise I'm gonna be sad. Nope, didn't melt away that invince. Son of a biscuit. So there has been new Teller Knights. Awesome. I'm gonna open these two. See if there's any new. Okay. So it's on to Mash, because she has Invince Pierce. Get a Brave Chain out. That was actually an excellent Brave Chain. I'm surprised with myself. So that's one there's two Teller Knights that are new, but what about any extra deaths? There is? Okay, that's an XYZ. How long ago did these guys release, I wonder? It's been a while since I've looked into Teller Knight stuff. That's a spell card. Any traps? I don't see any traps. Okay. Did Mash get KO'd when I wasn't paying attention? I think she did. So 2 left for... So 2 turns, 1 invincibility left. Let's do this. Lip has a Brave Chain, so we'll Lip attack. Distractions, distractions, they're so fun. You know, I think just a Buster Blast is fine. So, 4 Teller Knight cards that I was unaware of. What we got? All Terrain. Okay. Up to the Dark XEs. If you do destroy them, if a Teller Knight or console special summon, except for this, you can special summon from the grave. You cannot declare attacks except for XYZ. That's actually really good. Okay. But yeah, when was the set released? I forgot to check that. That was some incredible ball handling. How'd you even get your legs to move like that? You were like a cornstalk rustling in the wind. Or a Toctli, a rabbit racing across the plain. Bro, I can't believe such amazing players want to join our team. We're so lucky. Oh, so you're Soul and you're Mash. Oh, just 2023, that's not too long ago. We're the Deinonychus Brothers 11. You can call us the Deinonychus Brothers 11. You okay, Mash? Yes, thank you, Senpai. There were a lot of twists, but I somehow managed to keep up with them. Okay, let's go back and look at some of the other teams. This one's gotta be a mistake. Whoa, a talking Tlockty. Wait, is it a Toctli? I've never heard of a Toctli dinosaurs before. Are we sure she's a Toctli? She kinda reminds me of another animal, almost like an axolotl, but not quite. Maybe some other free-spirited feline creature. Now, Habitat. I know we didn't expect a practice game so soon, but this is the team Tepeyu mentioned. Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you all. Yes, we're here on Tepeyu's suggestion. We'd like to fill the vacancies on your team and would play in tomorrow's game, ritual. Would that be possible? Tomorrow? Or you mean the next sun cycle? You bet it's possible. Hell yeah, you guys are already Honorary Brothers 11. Heh, now we got enough for a full team. We'll even get enough participation prizes for everyone. Don't be stupid, bro. These new teammates are so good, we're gonna end up winning our first match. Sure, you got that right. Now we don't have to worry about biting it in the first round. It sounds like you're all setting your sights very, low. Aren't you one of the famous teams, favorite to win the whole ritual? Oh no. Tepeyu. You know, you kinda went flying after I barely touched you in that last match. Did that actually hurt, or were you just trying to play it up for the ref? No, it totally hurt, of course. We're like super sensitive, so it doesn't take much to knock us around. But we definitely weren't trying to get sympathy from the judges, or even have them give our opponents a yellow card. Nope, not us, never. So stereotypical professional soccer player. I also noticed you seemed entirely focused on offense with no one guarding your own goal. Oh, that? Well, see, our defenders are out of action after a little, cacao bender. Never mind them, though. Why don't we talk cacao beans? I know too many will make you sick, but they're sure good, right? Tepeyu, what were you thinking, man? Tellarknight Lirin. Okay. The Tellarknight or Consular is normal summoned. You can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, I can definitely see how some chains go off with these new Tellarknight cards, though they're not really new. Arrow 3, and it does not black out. Good. Okay, 10 more sets, just like that one. Bring the ball to the middle of the field without dropping it. You there, where's the hustle? Any slacking off will have you do the bow pose until your legs fall off. I swear by my own trainer, the great King Leonidas, I will make you into proper Spartans. I had no idea Big Sis Mash was so scary. Mash is fired up. That's awesome. Man, not even Master Tepeyu was this hard on us. Your old lady's something else. Sucks for you guys that you need to get across the plains, though. Well then, we better win, because Priest Faku will never let anyone see the King of Dinosaurs otherwise. He's like that to everyone, eh? Oh yeah, Faku's always been kind of a jerk, but he's gotten even worse since the King of Dinos showed up. And now that he's in charge of all the soldier dinos, he's been acting like he owns all of Chichen Itza. We don't mind one way or another as long as we get to play Kokta, but he's made some other dinos want to leave the city altogether. But all that's just personal taste, right? It's not like he stopped Master Tepeyu from doing what he wanted, you know? Master Tepeyu used to coach us back when he was still living here. He used these formation things, and with those, we almost won every ritual we played in. Why don't you use them anymore? It wouldn't make any difference even if we did. Each formation only works because the opposing team knows what to expect afterwards. Master Tepeyu used to come up with different formations for every team we played against. Now that we don't have his formations anymore, we're back to sucking. The days we piled up the wins are way behind us. We're not very as big as dinos go, so we can't compete with the larger ones' body slams. So we've only managed to win by letting our opponents hit us and then playing it up so they get penalty cards. But even that stopped working after the cryptor shut up and spread his stupid language around. The priest went back over their rules and decided players could foul up to 3 times without any penalties. So now our defenders gotta let one guy hit him 4 times instead of just 1, and that obviously led to some real accidents. That's why there's only 7 of us now. Bet about our defender sleeping off like a cub, but it was a lie. So why do you still play in spite of all of that? We love it. Why else? There's just something special about Kokta. Nothing else like it. We know it's not essential to our survival, but running around with my bros, laughing and kicking a ball, it's so satisfying. Why didn't you ask Tepeyu to come back? Well, sure, we would have rather stayed at Chichen Itza. But Master Tepeyu is a lot more headstrong than he looks. He can't stand not understanding something. Being eccentric like he is wouldn't be so bad if there was anyone else around like him. But there's no one as different as Tepeyu in all of Chichen Itza. Hell, maybe all the dinos, period. He wasn't ostracized or anything. Nobody real mind. It was more like he just kind of realized he didn't fit in. That's how it seems, anyway. I'm a little unusual myself in among my bros, so I could sort of tell how he's feeling. And that's why I convinced my bros not to stop him from leaving. I told him Tepeyu was better off alone, that being around people's hard for him. But I guess I was wrong. Looks like he had friends after all. Running. What you up to, bro? You in soul trading secrets or something? It's great you're bonding and all, but don't he and Mash still need to get to you-know-what? Because as far as I can tell, they don't have theirs yet. What you talking about? Oh yeah, it was so obvious I didn't even think to mention it. Soul Mash, you don't have your own Kokta balls. Every player's gotta have at least one to offer to the sun. I'd give you my spare if I could, but Kukulakan will get pissed off if your ball's not brand new. So go get the materials quick. You can find this sticky tree in the woods west of here. Make sure you and Mash each get one soul. With you guys on our team, I think we have a real shot at enjoying the ritual for the first time in a while. So, Mash, myself, and Happy Cat only make their team 10 strong. You need 11, if memory serves. So, yeah. Alright, get ready for another blackout of the screen, unless I'm fast. I was not fast. Damn. I keep thinking I'm getting there, but I'm just not. It's gotta be something. I don't know what it is, what they changed about the screen that's doing this, but... Or what they changed about the transition between the map to gameplay, but it's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Resume from start. Oh hey, welcome back, Solomash. How'd it go? Did your plan work? Yes, we were able to join Death Rolling like we hoped. The whole team is training hard to be the best team in the Chichen Itza. I'm glad to hear that. I do hope you'll take good care of the Dionychus Brothers 11. Yuo and Rasputin have not yet returned. Hopefully their day is proving no less fruitful than yours. Though, of course, it won't be a problem for us either, since the Team Marine and I picked the South American Nautilus is poised for a clean sweep. You are aware of the ritual's entry requirement, right? Entry requirement? What could you need besides a team? Drat, I just remembered. Each teammate needs their own ball, don't they? How did I forget that? We should go get the materials we need right away. Would you all mind helping with that? Oh, Marine, you can best help by staying here and coaching the team. The forest is rather dangerous, you see. Are you sure? I guess the team does need a coach. Okay, I better get going. Definitely looks sad about being left out, poor Marine. The sticky trees grow in the western woods. One tree should be enough to make the cocoa balls for everyone. The problem is there's a lot of carnivorous insects around there, and there have been reports of Akhlema too. We'll need to be careful. Very careful, in fact. Also, why did we let you, Olga, and Rasputin go off alone together? We're not that bright sometimes, are we? Yes, this area should do nicely. I'm certain we can find a good sticky tree somewhere around here. Would you mind keeping a lookout while I search for the best tree? Are those rubber trees? They seem bigger than the ones we're familiar with. Rubber trees where latex comes from. Hey Mash, Soul, sorry to interrupt, but looks like we've already got company. That's not the sound of mindless dinos, that's the iron rattling, which means Aklama. I see the Aklama. They're armed, preparing for battle, Master. Alright, if you humans want to do this kind of stuff, then I think it's time to bring in a king of humans. To be specific, a king of heroes to show you mongrels your place. There is an archer here too. There's archers here too, but it'll be fine. Gil is Gil. He'll kill. 'Cause he's Gil.
Support system 40% カット。運動性問題ありません。今のうちに準備は。
Do that. Into that. Into, not that, but that. There we go. And boop bop beep. It's not a BAQ, but it is what it is. Skill strong key should be fine. Also, more Teller Knight cards. Teller Knight Constellar Caduceus. If a card is XE summoned, target one Teller or Constellar engraved, add them to hand. You can banish one Constellar or Teller Knight from your hand or deck to detach one material. This effect becomes the banished monster's effect and activates when it's normal summon. That's actually potentially really useful. But banishing is kind of... that's a bit iffy. Alright, that was nice and easy. Easy battle for the King of Heroes. Also, I forgot to read the Obsidian Knife. Gotta remember to read those things. The Aklama have retreated, and there appear to be no reinforcements headed our way. What shall I do, Master? Remain on stand. Wait! Master, those are gunshots. Come on, Mesh. Let's see where they're going. Who'd they hunt down? They got hunted down. If you're going to pull the trigger, then make sure to kill what you're aiming at. Some Jaguar warriors you are. That's the same art style as the one dude. That is the exact same art style as the one dude. Just calling it out here. You're not going to get anywhere near your dream of eradicating the dinos if this is how you do it. You haven't learned a thing, have you? What's the Cryptor doing anyway? Those gunshots. Hey. Look out, Master, he has a gun. Please get behind me. Why aren't you wearing your masks? Don't your rules require you to hide your faces? You shouldn't be wandering around here looking like that. The dinos will kill you if they find you. Wait, who are... You want to know who I am and why I killed them? Are you serious? What kind of idiot would tell you that? You don't let an enemy escape. If someone points a gun at you, you kill them. It's that simple. I mean, there is an old saying, don't point a gun at someone unless you intend to use it. You're not aiming a gun at me, so I'll let you go. But come back after me and I'll kill you. Now quit wasting time. Mictlan hasn't got much left. All the dinos in Aklama need to worry about is trying to win the war. Who was that mysterious child that is totally not the same dude that scammed us of our command seals? He's gone. Good news, I found the perfect tree. Thank you for guarding me while I... Oh? Did something bad happen? You both look crestfallen. There was a human boy here in the jungle. A human boy? You mean Octlettle? No, that can't be right. You must have been seeing things. Have you been chewing on payroll, perhaps? What's Peyoral to Peyo? A fuzzy plant about the size of your head. The priests are fond of chewing on it for their hallucinations it gives. Anyway, we should be heading back. We still have to make enough balls for everyone before the ritual begins. Yes, I guess you're right. I'm still wondering who that boy was, but right now we need to focus on rendezvousing with the Stormborder. So tomorrow tomorrow we will win the ritual and be granted with access to the King of Dinos and be granted passage across the plains. Let's stay on our toes, Master. This is one mission we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Fail. Yeah. I need another drink of water. Also, I like how I'm getting so many points from, like, checking out for a few minutes. It's amazing. Alright, the final arrow of Section 5, no battles. Also, these sections are, like, taking almost an hour each, which is impressive, I will admit. Quite impressive. Alright, everyone, let us not forget to say grace before our meal. O Lord, we thank you for this blessing. The corn is as ever delicious tonight. I can't wait to dig in. I love how it's both sweet and spicy. How'd it go with you, Olga Marie's group? What's that look for? Let me do a quick head count. Soul, Mash, Habitrot, Marie, myself, and you, Olga Marie, will all be participating in the ritual, yes? Then I'll spend the rest of the night making enough balls for each of us. The rest of you should get some sleep. We're so lucky to have Tepeo helping us. Let's take him off by his offer, so we're all rested for tomorrow. Excuse me. You all deserve a rest after all that time out in the hot sun. Don't worry about cleaning up. Marina and I will handle that. You can all go back to your rooms. Remember, the ritual starts bright and early tomorrow morning. And our schedule's absolutely packed, since we'll be playing an 8-team tournament in a single day. So I want all of you in top condition for when we play Cooked tomorrow. Go Sparta! Aw, Mash, you're adorable. Yeah. Aren't you supposed to be resting right now? I can't sleep, so I came up for some fresh air. Anyways, things sure took an unexpected turn, didn't they? What terrible luck getting stopped right before your destination. I think you said your base was called the Stormborder. Maybe it's the jungle blocking my sight, but even with eyes like mine, I can't see it well. I can just make out a metal box stuck between a bunch of trees. You can see it from here. Impressive. I can only tell something crashed there. More than that, I can't really see. How many human allies do you have? Just give me the number. Gordy... Leo Da Vinci's not a human. Sion's not a human. He's not human. Meunier is a human. So that would make it... technically 2 in the command room. Maybe Sion is like half human, so we'll say 2.5 in the command room and 7 in other. Wow, I honestly didn't know. That is... I forgot how many casualties there actually were. Wow. Chaldea is like hundreds of people, and it's been reduced to so few. Wow. So 12 altogether then. You can relax. Everyone's okay. So you're obviously relieved. I don't even have to look at your face or wave color to tell. At least you don't need to worry about them now, right? Now go back to your room and faint. It's not fainting, it's sleeping. You're not conscious, you don't move, and you can't think. What would you call that if not fainting? Do you not sleep? No, I don't. Is that a problem? I don't have the sleeping functions you humans devote so much time to. I can shut myself down and stay safe in case of an emergency, but I never have what you call dreams. Doesn't bother me, though. Just goes to show how different we are. She's been by herself all night. That's kind of sad. Ugh, gross. What is that color? Stop it right now. I can't stand it. Don't treat me like you and I are the same. We aren't. That's why we're here now. Yes, we're both intelligent beings. That means we can communicate, share goals, even be friends. But I refuse to be treated as if we're equals. I'm you, Olga Marie, an alien being from far away. Don't ever forget that. That's right. You and I have nothing in common. Nothing at all. Man. Why not just try to sleep and see how it goes? Did you not hear a word I said? Where's all this positivity coming from? Still, I guess there's no harm in trying. Besides, I get the feeling I failed when I refused to try new things before. Okay, I'll give it a shot. You basically want me to lose consciousness, right? Well, I can easily shrug consciousness off for a bit. Just watch, I'll show you there's nothing I can't do. Should probably lay down in a bed first. Not my bed, though. I don't want Mash getting the wrong idea. Because, I mean, you, Olga, you're kind of, I won't say you're not waifu material, but you're not waifu material. I don't think so, at least. Maybe over time in the story she'll develop into a bit more of a waifu material, but I think she's still in the needs more development phase. But that's for, like, in a little over a week. Anyways, that was section number 5. So that's going to be where I end this episode of YouTube, because, like I said, I always divide this up into sections. So, I've been Solar Dragon. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to subscribe so you can catch the next episode, which will be the next section, which should come out tomorrow. So, yeah, just subscribe to show your support. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic day, YouTube.